Hey, here's a fun one. Hi, it's Dr. Greg Jantz, founder here at the Center, a Place of Hope, and author now. I've authored 45 plus books because there's a few that haven't been released yet. Okay, I've got some great notes here with what is the ENFP personality type? The champion. Okay, let's say that again. There's something called the Taylor-Johnson. It's from long ago, but it puts our temperaments in different categories. I'm going to say this one again. ENFP. All right. Sometimes these are firstborns. What is the personality type? E is for extrovert, the extroversion, the person that would rather be with people than hiding behind things or putting something together. No, that's boring. I'd rather be with people. The next one, the N actually is for intuition. Sometimes this person can kind of drive you a little crazy in that you can't understand why they're making a decision. And they will say, well, no. It's my gut feeling. I know this is what I have to do. And they may use that term gut feeling. All right, the next one, the P. Remember, it's the ENFP. This is the feeling. So that if it feels right to them, remember, they got intuition though. So they're going to be governed more by feeling versus so much logic. And then perceiving, perception. They prefer to be flexible and some spontaneity over really rigid structure. All right, the ENFP. Now, these people in the workplace can bring a lot of energy to the workplace. Well, it can be a lot of fun too. A lot of energy. They can get people going and get us excited. But they bring energy and generally positivity to whatever they do. Here's some strengths of the ENFP: the extrovert, intuitive, feeling, perceiving. Here it is, creativity. They're the creative ones. They're the ones that, wow, can see options, see things that you go, I didn't see that. They're natural idea generators. They're going to be thinking outside the box. With that comes another trait, charisma. Pretty likable people, usually. We like to be around people that are positive and creative. Though you go, I don't think I want to be that way, but generally we like being around them. They have passion, which is the next characteristic. When something excites them, they give it their all. They're adaptable. These are the 5 traits. They thrive in dynamic, changing environments. They need that excitement. That's a part of their personality. Empathy. They're generally highly tuned to others. They're empathetic. They connect. They can understand. Ooh, I get it. I get it why that's hard. Or they're connecting in a way, and they usually build trust fairly quickly because they're empathetic. All right. Now, there's a few challenges that the ENFP personality does face. They can hit some roadblocks. Here's a few of them I put in my notes. They can struggle. This is not universally true, but they can struggle from follow through. They can have a lot of excitement about a project, but then they just don't quite get it done. They can be very sensitive, hypersensitive at times to anything that feels like or is perceived to be a criticism. They're just going to be sensitive to that. Work on follow through is one of the things they really do have to do, by the way. Okay, the next one is a potential negative, overcommitment. They love new experiences. They're going to commit and say yes to everything. Can I tell you that early on in my career, many years ago, that was me. Overcommitment, excited, passionate. In my case, I had strong follow through, but I fit a lot of the traits of this individual, of the Taylor-Johnson temperament type, ENFP. And I had the strong empathy, the strong connection with folks. The problem is if we don't have good boundaries, it can pull us down. And after a while, that energy and that passion can really be displaced And this is a person that's got to be careful with, at times, addiction. They love to be creative. They love that feeling. So they could be at times more prone to, oh, I just need to feel good. So they're going to have that alcohol. They want to keep that good feeling going. So, all right, that's just a few ideas around this personality type. So they need to have boundaries. That's what I had to learn on too many commitments. And that they could channel that creativity to things that are really helpful, really productive, really can help others, versus just living on the creativity that can just kind of drive you crazy and they don't get anything done. So they do need to work on that follow through. I mentioned that earlier, where they're say yes, they're using discernment, balancing out that feeling a little bit with discernment on what to say yes to and follow through to. They need to embrace the flexibility. That's one of the traits. But I made a note here about they've got to keep the focus. What is it we're doing and why are we doing it? So, all right, these folks, the ENFPs, are some of the most inspiring, passionate, and energetic individuals. And they can dream big and connect deeply with others. But they do need to learn balance, focus, and good, strong self-discipline. So, if you wonder what personality type you are, it's out there everywhere. It's online. Take the Taylor Johnson temperament types. There's the different temperaments, and just see where you score. Today we're just talking about the one that's referred to as the champion. If they can stay focused and keep going the right direction. But, we need to surround ourselves then with people not just like us, but with others who balance us a bit. So when you hear, do opposites attract? Generally speaking, they do, because we got to bring balance. You can imagine two people like this being married or living together, and they are just overly excited and creative together, and maybe together they even increase all that energy, but they don't really get anything really done. That's not what you want. All right, so at the center, a place of hope, when our personality type potentially has got us in trouble, that's where we step in and create a plan, because we want to have our gifts and talents and how God made us to be, but we've got to do this with wisdom, discernment, and balance. So the ENFP, check out all those personality types.